I spoke this week with a former Birmingham Water Works billing department employee who says she and two others were fired in early December of last year, accused of falsifying meter readings. But this ex-employee says they were just doing what they were told and that the instructions were often unclear. This employee, we're going to call her Jane, not her real name, levels some serious allegations against the waterworks. She said, "We were asked to change readings often because the checks and balances for billing customers were taken away from us. I asked even if they actually weren't read or billed within that actual time frame, employees would be told to change so that it appeared they did." And she said that is correct. And that was a normal process, especially if that customer had not been billed within that month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 or 5, up to 9 or 12 months, or whatever time period they had not received a bill. In fact, she says, "I often express concerns with leadership. I've also written emails, reported that it was a toxic environment to upper management, and it was not received well." Now, when we started reporting on this issue back in February, the Waterworks blamed this on COVID absences and staffing shortages, those billing issues. But this former employee also told us this problem has been accumulating for maybe 3 years now. It could have been anticipated, it could have been predicted, and it could have been prevented. Now, speaking of emails, I've obtained copies of a couple of emails written by another billing and department employee we're going to call Mary, and written in late December, warning of problems. On December 28th, this email shows Mary writing to her managers to say, "As I learn more and more and try to become confident and comfortable in doing my job, I'm finding it difficult to do this due to not having the supporting documentation to make the correct decisions." Now, we also have a copy of an email dated the very next day where Mary writes to other Birmingham Water Works employees and copies the general manager, Michael Johnson, saying she hasn't gotten a response to her first email and says, "I do not have peace when I walk into this office. My thing is, I can tell these meters are not being read. This is accounting 100%. So at the end of the day, I do not have a clear conscience of what I am asked to do, spreading consumption every couple of months, when I know that the meter just did not get read." She goes on to say, "We are asked to change dates to make sure billing is 24 to 37 days, and if that is not falsifying documents, then I don't know what is." Now, this employee says in the email she's quitting that day. We reached out to the Waterworks for reaction to these allegations and asked for an on-camera interview to answer these allegations. Instead, we got a statement that says, in part, that they don't discuss personnel matters, but did say, quote, "When employees raise concerns, we ensure their issues are addressed." The statement goes on to say that they don't deny adjusting billing dates on accounts and say they do it to, quote, "reconcile accounts based on actual meter readings." You can read much more of their statement and more of my investigation on the WBRC News app. Just click on the investigation section.